The Indiana Fever has just made a massive move. Caitlin Clark and her squad are now in an entirely new situation, one that could completely reshape the WNBA landscape. With their latest acquisition, Indiana is sending a loud and clear message to the entire league. We are here to win.
The Indiana Fever is America's team. The haters, by the time this season is over, their heads are going to have exploded already. They're going to be so angry by the end of this WNBA season. It's going to be hilarious watching the daily meltdown.
Now. For months, experts and fans debated whether the Fever had the right pieces to complement Clark's skills. The potential was undeniable, but something was missing. Until now. Their latest addition changes as everything. Now, teams that were once brushing off the Fever as a young, inexperienced squad, yeah, they might want to rethink that. Because what's coming next could shift the entire balance of power in the WNBA. So, what exactly did Indiana do? And why does this move put the whole league on high alert? Let's break it all down.
It is no secret that the Indiana Fever are the most popular team in the WNBA. It is good for the entire WNBA.
She just brings so much passion to the game, and look at all these people that just want to come and see her.
This is great news for women's basketball, period.
The Fever's offseason strategy. Ever since Caitlin Clark stepped into the league, the conversation surrounding the Fever has been non-stop. Some doubted their ability to become contenders this quickly. Others insisted they were still years away from making a serious playoff push. But one thing was always clear. This team wasn't going to stay at the bottom for long. And now, Indiana just made a move that proves they're thinking bigger than anyone expected. This isn't just about improving their roster. This is about making a statement. A statement that they're not just playing for development. They're playing to win.
WNBA's attendance had a record-breaking high in 20 years with a total of 2.3 million fans attending games. You know what the increase was from 2024 to 2023 in attendance? 48%. That's massive. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Phenomenon, yeah.
If Caitlin Clark gets injured, it's over with. Tom.
Every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured because she's keeping your league afloat.
So, what exactly did the Fever do to shake up the league? They secured a player who perfectly complements Caitlin Clark's game, a player who brings exactly what this team was lacking. For months, analysts have pointed out that Indiana needed more depth, more defensive toughness, and an extra scoring threat to take the pressure off Clark. Well, now they have it. This move isn't just about boosting their current roster. It's a strategic play that could put them in serious playoff contention sooner rather than later.
The recent news that 41 out of the 44 Indiana Fever games will be nationally televised. I do not think a lot of people are understanding just how big that is. That is something that the WNBA players, WNBA media, WNBA fans have been begging for so many years.
And let's be honest, the league wasn't ready for Indiana to level up this fast. What this means for the WNBA. This decision doesn't just impact the Fever, it shifts the entire WNBA landscape. Other teams are now realizing that they can't afford to ignore Indiana. If you thought Clark was dangerous before, wait until she has even more weapons at her disposal. And the timing? Absolutely perfect. Because as the season progresses, the pressure will only increase. And Indiana just made sure they're more than prepared to handle it.
Caitlin Clark, the people's champion! Let's get it!
That's a deep one.
Bang!
Just announced that Caitlin Clark and the Fever will be playing 41 of 44 games this year on national TV. They're coming to watch the other girl, right? Right?
Bang!
Teams are moving their games with the Fever to NBA arenas so they can sell more tickets. How about that?
Bang!
Angel Reese attempted a three this deep. I think she might dislocate her shoulder.
Bang!
You want some butter with that bread? Butter. Butter.
Butter pecan! Bang!
Caitlin Clark's role in the Fever's rise. It's no secret that Caitlin Clark is the face of this franchise. From the moment she stepped onto the court, everything changed. But here's the thing. Basketball is not a one-person game. Even the most talented players need the right support system around them. Clark's shooting range, court vision, and ability to make plays under pressure are unmatched. But opponents know that if they can wear her down, force her to carry too much of the load, Indiana becomes vulnerable. That's exactly why this recent move is so important. By bringing in another key piece, the Fever is ensuring that Clark isn't forced to do everything on her own. This addition means more spacing for Clark to operate, a stronger defensive presence to balance the team, another scoring option to relieve pressure, and that's the last thing other teams wanted to see. Because let's be real, Clark was already putting up historic numbers without much help. Now, she's got the right supporting cast. The Fever's future just got a whole lot brighter. With this move, the Fever has made one thing abundantly clear. They're done playing the underdog role. They aren't just here to develop young talent and hope for a good season down the line. They're here to compete right now. And if you're a team that thought Indiana was going to take years to become a real threat, well, you might want to reevaluate that, because the Fever just accelerated their timeline. The league is now on notice. For months, people doubted whether the Fever could truly become contenders this quickly. Some critics insisted they were still in a rebuilding phase, years away from serious playoff potential. But now, that narrative is dead. With this move, Indiana just made a loud and clear statement to the rest of the WNBA. We are not waiting to be great. We're making it happen right now. And this changes everything. Teams that may have overlooked Indiana before, they're now scrambling to adjust, because facing the Fever just got a whole lot harder. How this impacts the season. This isn't just a minor adjustment. This could be the move that defines Indiana's season. Now, instead of teams focusing solely on shutting down Caitlin Clark, they have to account for multiple threats. Instead of seeing the Fever as a developing squad, they have to treat them as legitimate contenders. And that kind of shift, it doesn't just happen by accident. It happens when a team decides they're ready to start winning and then backs it up with action. And that's exactly what the Indiana Fever just did. The Fever's new identity. The Indiana Fever isn't just an up-and-coming team anymore. They've established themselves as a real contender. This isn't just about Caitlin Clark's individual success. It's about the entire team stepping up. This latest move ensures that Clark won't have to carry the entire load alone. It means defenses can't just lock in on her and expect to shut Indiana down. Now, teams will have to rethink everything when they face the Fever, and that makes Indiana one of the most dangerous teams in the WNBA. The road ahead. With this new lineup, Indiana's season just became a lot more interesting. They've got the talent, they've got the momentum, and now they have the right pieces to make a serious run. No more rebuilding, no more maybe next season talk. The Fever is here, and they're ready to compete now. So, what do you think? Is this the move that turns Indiana into a true playoff threat? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this break, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Click the video on the screen to check out more, and we'll catch you in the next one.